Hello and welcome back to my channel, Delias Paris with Indian Hen Farm. Y'all, I am working on the very last signature in my journal. But before I do the tutorial on this last signature, there were two pieces that we kind of need to make to do it because I did some interactive pieces. So I'm going to show y'all these. We're going to try and get these first two done, and then I'll do the tutorial on this last signature. So one of the first ideas I had was framing really beautiful pictures. And on this one, I did some sewing and I mixed it. I did some zigzag and some straight stitch. And then, I just kind of started playing with mixing patterns, big, wide, and shallow, and just having fun with it. So let's make, one or two of these. Let's just, I'm just going to move this out of the way. What I did also was backed it with some tea-dyed paper, but you could do eco print, you could do whatever. So this is a journaling card, and it just slips in. This is that Midnight Garden book that I just loved, and I wanted to add at least one more piece into this journal. But for my tutorial, I found this book at Goodwill Outlet, and it is the Birds of America Macmillan Vintage. It's gorgeous. It has so many amazing pictures. Oh my God. I love it. Scored. I love it so much. I struggled actually with taking some of the pages out, but I think it's going to get more appreciation with what I'm doing with it. So this is the American Egret, breeds from Oregon, which is where I was raised, Minnesota and New Jersey. So we're going to do this piece. And what I like to do is take out my scrappies. So I've got all of my thin cuts from scrapbook paper. I have a whole bag of these, and I just think they're kind of perfect for this project. So this one I'm going to do a little with some variation. So I'm thinking, let's see. I don't know if I like the sewing person on there. That's kind of weird, right? Okay, let's see what else I got. I got a whole pile. Let's get to them. Okay, so I might have to cut off some other pieces. So I'm thinking a piece of this. Let's get some of that off. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm not supposed to apologize anymore, am I? Let's see how that works out. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I finished Isabel's birthday. I'm exhausted. It was a lot. It was fun, but it was a lot. I'm glad that I'm going to move my mat this way. I'm glad it's over. She had a blast, which is the most important part. So I'm just kind of mixing, and I think the fun is mixing these patterns. So this is, y'all can figure out how to do this yourselves, but I thought we'd do one together just in case. So what I liked about this project was mixing patterns and kind of making it a little more fun. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna go to town on making a whole bunch of these, but obviously, since we're all together, I will not be doing all that today. I just thought we'd mess around a little bit. Let's see. Do I have a... Here we go. Maybe a piece of that. I'm going to cut some of this off. Hope it's enough. It might not be. Let's see. See what we got. I know I have all these skinny pieces, and of course I want the piece that I don't have. See how I am? Yeah, that'll work. Kind of like the idea of maybe doing this piece, and then something different over here. What's this? That looks a little too light to me. Do I have anything? That's that. Well, Actually, I think that works. Okay, so I'm going to get these out of the way, and I'm just going to ink the inside because I think that that's fun. And I don't know how many of y'all have a sewing machine and do the sewing. Obviously, you can, use a Sharpie and make sort of sewing lines, or you could stamp on them to make them a little more interesting. Lots of stuff you can do, right? But the one thing I don't like about sewing is that ugly side. You know, when you get the ugly side when you sew on the paper. And so what I'm doing with these actually, or what I've come to anyway, took me forever, didn't it, here? Was I'm sewing this first portion for the decoration, and then I'm gluing the tea-dyed paper on the inside so that it covers up the ugly side of the sewing. I just can't help it. I'm that girl. But if I do the zigzag, which I think looks good on both sides, I don't worry about that. Wow, that was a lot to say, wasn't it? So I just inked those, and we're just going to decide. I think I want this like this, and this like this. And do I want this? I want this one underneath. Yeah. Do I want that? Okay, we're just going to do it. Stop it, Elias. See? Gotta stop. I'm going to put the blue on first. Try not to be so indecisive. I can't help it. It's what I do. Okay. And what I like about this particular book is I have these really nice lines around the picture that I can just follow, which is nice. And I'm just going to put this one, I think, under. And then this one, is it going under? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do this one now. I know, it's all about presentation, right? But I'm always looking for ways to jazz up cool pictures. Oh, sorry. Okay. Because one of the things I really like to do, make sure that's nice and straight, is go to Goodwill Outlet and find books that have beautiful pictures. I thought I had a little sample of pictures here. So I've obviously got these images from that book, but even children's books with really beautiful images, or that's a children's book, that I'm like, those are gorgeous. And I'm going to salvage the photos and make them into journaling pages for my journals because they're just too beautiful. And it's nice to have some big journaling spots, right? Okay, so I have this one. It's going to go here. Did I want that? Oh, gotta put this one down. Do I want that? Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. I accidentally glued I inked that side, and then I accidentally glued the ink side on the wrong side when I was doing these earlier, so I'm just double checking that. Okay. So right there. Oh, you straight. There we go. And then this one here. Oh. I'm being a messy crafter today, aren't I? Well, I've spent the last few hours getting my samples done, and then I got distracted, and I was like, okay, I better get this tutorial done because I'm supposed to publish one tonight. And I always feel really bad when I don't get one when it's due. Okay, so we'll glue that down. Just make sure we're all glued. Okay. Okay. So all glued. Let me get this out of the way. What did I do with my pen? Of course. Okay. So I've got this kind of a look going. And then I'm going to use my trimmer to get off the sort of excess. And I'm going to go right with the page to start with. Just see, get those off. Okay. And now, yeah. Okay. Easy peasy. But it's a cool idea. Sometimes I feel like an idea has to be really complicated to be shared. And then I think, well, that's just silly because there's lots of ideas that I love that aren't super fancy. But they're cool. And that's all that really matters, right? Okay. So get those out of the way. And then I have some excess just to get off here. So. Oh. Come on. Okay, got that one off. And that one. So it looks great, doesn't it? Okay, hold on one sec. I'm going to sew it. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So all sewn. And it just really gives it something extra and makes it just a really beautiful, I think, journaling page. And if you want, you can distress the outside. And then I've just got a piece of tea-dyed paper here. And I'm just going to glue it on. And we're going to call it a day. I should probably, well, I mean, I just really, you know how certain things bother you and you don't know why, and they don't bother other people. Like, I see lots of people who that does not bother them at all, but it bothers me. And actually on this one, it probably wouldn't have mattered because I did the zigzag, and that doesn't bother me as much as the straight stitch. But you know what? Okay, there we go. Let's get this on. Okay. There we go. Give it a little rub. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this as 2 different 15-minute projects because it looks like this one's taking just that 15 minutes. Probably more to my talking, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm trying to get the, okay, here we go. And then just trim this excess paper off. There we go. And some people like to leave these stitches. Some people don't. Okay. Boop. And there is our journaling card. And just do a little distress on the back and you're good to go. And this is going to look gorgeous in a journal. This one obviously is too small, but, or yeah, the journal is too small for the journaling card. But isn't that just a beautiful, like it took very little and it just made it so, so beautiful. And you can kind of, so like on this one, I did the 2 of the same with opposites. This one, I did different papers all around. And on this one, I did, you know, I kind of blocked a little bit. So you can kind of go as crazy with it as you want. I hope y'all enjoyed the quick tutorial journaling card frame. And I'm going to go ahead and do another quick tutorial on the next one. And then I'll do the full tutorial next. Y'all enjoy your day. Thank you.